Welcome back to the show. FinTech TV's very own Anastasia Kinski was at Money 2020 Europe earlier this week, and that's where she sat down with Malin Holmberg, CEO of Experian UK and Ireland, to discuss artificial intelligence, innovation, and the future of financial services. Take a look.
Experian is at the center of a rapidly evolving financial services landscape where data and AI innovation are reshaping how people and businesses interact with money. To hear more about it all, I am joined with the CEO of Experian UK and Ireland on the Money 2020 floor, Malin Holmberg. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with this wonderful event. What is it that you think makes Money 2020 so critical for FinTech and, of course, Experian?
Well, it's one of the areas where you can have a broad conversation around FinTech, probably the biggest in the world. So you have all your clients, all the innovators in the space, and all your partners as well here in one place. So it's really where the conversation happens. And I think this year is particularly interesting because you're really seeing this shift with AI. I think we're at a pivotal moment in the industry, starting from where we are with experimenting with AI into sort of scaling with AI. Almost moving into, well, the next era of sort of self-driving money.
Yeah.
And that's where Experian is right at. We want to empower the era of self-driving money.
And how nice to know that the key factor in that is to bring human beings together to actually talk about it. Exactly. So with AI being such a major focus in the world, how is Experian using it to transform AI, in particular in UK and Europe?
Well, I think that the biggest challenge to deploy AI, to scale it properly, is to get it safe, we get a trusted system around it, and that's where we play. So with safe data and trusted governed data. So we have launched a couple of things within the AI space. We launched yesterday here actually at Money 2020, the Experience and Agentic operating system within our SM platform. And that will help financial institutions scale AI through the whole lending journey. And we have another product we launched a few weeks ago, which is the Trusted Agent, and that we did with Visa and a few other partners. And that's really to enable the agentic payment. So back to your point about human, we need to find the human behind the agent, right?
Yes.
And that's what we do.
It's so interesting to see in all of these waves of transformation how much collaboration across the industry is required to really impact the activities that we're looking at. What are you hearing in terms of those clients and partners about the key trends, the demands, and perhaps some of the challenges?
Yeah, I think that the main challenge that we're hearing from our customers is basically balancing the day-to-day operational activities of driving operational efficiency, good customer experience, and at the same time transforming the business into an autonomous banking system with the agentic AI. So that challenge and that conflict is tricky for our clients. So we try to help them with our trusted solutions in the first area of the traditional area of banking. But then in the new space, we try to partner with our clients to really then look at the longer term journey with AI and how we can support them in that.
It's an interesting journey to be on, and for sure discovering new challenges as we go along.
Oh, for sure.
When it comes to the wider FinTech landscape, and in particular how Experian sits right in the middle of all of that, what are you seeing how could you describe the macro environment, and what are you seeing there as some of the challenges?
I think if you look at the FinTech space, I would probably describe three big trends at the moment. So one is you're moving from an era of growth into more of profitability and managing that bottom line for the fintechs.
Yes.
So that's a shift to support that in the industry. I think the other space is fraud. There is a proliferation of fraud, both in volume and the complexity of the fraud.
Right.
So you need to fight fire with fire here with leveraging AI to fight the AI fraud coming at you. Yeah, so that's the second thing. And I think the third thing is, how do you move into the era of self-driving money? So the agentic AI, how do you do that? How do you drive that in the right place?
Absolutely. Well, in that case, and with that in mind, and that huge question, if we were to sit down again in a year's time at the next Money 2020, what would you say that Experian's success story for 2026 should or would be?
I think success for me and for Experian would be if we have improved the outcomes for clients and customers by scaling AI properly. It's really powering the self-driving money era. That would be a success.
Well, it's a very, very good goal, and we wish you the best with it. Our thanks to Malin Holmberg.
Thank you so much.
CEO of Experian UK and Ireland. Thank you for taking the time, and enjoy the rest of Money 2020.
Thank you so much.
This interview was sponsored by the team at Experian. To learn more about Experian's products, services, and innovations in the world of financial services, head on over to experianplc.com.